Okay, it's hard to believe already, but we're going to start tonight already the second parak of Beitza, sponsored by Rabbi Yisrael Fisher and family, Nishmas Bas Robert Shlomo ben Avram Alevi, Perel Bas Ruvain, and Neshama Shadav and Aliyah by Yod Klugman and family, and Le'ili Nishmas Rabbi Yochmiel Gershon ben Tzvi Yehuda, for Shalem Feliyah Moshe ben Chai Sarah, and L'Schus Avram Binyamin Beinish ben Malki Yehudis and family. And for my Shver, Avigdor Aryeh ben Rivka, you should have a Refuah Shalema, V'Seik Sharchel Yisrael. So we're talking about sending gifts. So the Mishna says in Mishna Yud, Mishalchim Kaimlim, you could send fabric, bein tfurin, whether they're sewn into clothing, bein she'enon tfurin, or whether they're not sewn, and they could be used just as a cover. V'afal pi sheyesh bem kilayim, even if they have kilayim, a mixture of wool and linen, but they're hard substances and you could use it to lean on as a mat. They could be used for the festival, you could send it. This was a special gezerah, a spiked sandal that had spikes on the bottom of it. They were geyser that you can't wear it on Yom Tov because of a tragedy. Yidden were hiding in a cave and they thought the enemy was coming, and in the haste to flee, they stampeded each other and hurt and killed each other with the spikes on the shoes. So they were geyser, you shouldn't wear a spiked sandal on Yom Tov, therefore you can't give such a sandal as a gift on Yom Tov, v'loy minol she'eina tofer, or a shoe that's not sewn, which has no use on Yom Tov. Rabbi Yehuda Aimer, afloy minol lavan, they didn't wear white shoes, they only wore black shoes, so you can't give a white shoe if it wasn't yet shined with black, because it needs a professional to blacken it. This is the principle, whatever you could be benefit from on Yom Tov, so you could send it as a gift on Yom Tov. Now, the next Mishnah discusses the Erev Tafshilin. If Yom Tov is Friday, so really you would be allowed to prepare from Friday for Shabbos, on Yom Tov for Shabbos, but we're afraid if you do that, you might prepare for Yom Tov for a weekday. So Yom Tov Shechal Erev Shabbos, Yom Tov that falls out on Erev Shabbos, Lo Yevashel Adam B'Tchila Yom Tov L'Shabbos, you shouldn't cook on Yom Tov specifically for Shabbos, Aval Mavashel Yom Tov, but you could make a big pot for lunch on Yom Tov, and if there's leftover, it could be leftover for Shabbos. Now, if you start cooking on Thursday, on the day before Yom Tov for Shabbos, so then you're allowed to complete it on Friday, because everybody will know, oh, that's different because you started already preparing for Shabbos the day before. That's the idea of an Erev Tafshilin. V'oiseh Tafshil me'erev Yom Tov, you could start cooking on Thursday when Yom Tov is only one day, and so you could start cooking on Erev Yom Tov for Shabbos, v'saymech alav l'Shabbos, and then you could rely and you could finish cooking on Friday, on Yom Tov. Now, how much do you have to start from before? Two cooked dishes. It's enough for an Erev Tafshilin Tafshil Echad, one cooked dish. V'shavin, Beishami is an agreement, B'dogu Beya She'olav, if you make fried fish, fish with egg on it, Shein Shnei Tafshilin, that's considered two cooked dishes. Now, we know that we do a matzah and an egg, and the idea being that we have one baked food and one cooked food. Achalu oisha avad, if it was eaten or lost before you started cooking on Yom Tov for Shabbos, lo yevashel la batchila, then you can't cook. However, vim shir mimenu kolshu, if something is left from it, saymech alav l'Shabbos, you could rely on it for Shabbos. We want to remind you again that tomorrow night, of course, there's no shir, it's Tisha B'Av night. There will be a shir in Daf Thursday night, 10 p.m. Motzi Tisha B'Av at 10 p.m. will be the Daf. There will be sometime tomorrow. Tomorrow's Mishna Yomis, so look out for that. We want to wish everybody that they should have an easy fast and a productive fast. The Olam should make sure to hydrate themselves very well, to take the medicines that they need to take before, and then, of course, take what you need on Tisha B'Av after. If you need to take Tisha B'Av medicine for your health, then take it with a little bit Mylanta so that it coats your stomach and you don't have to worry that that's breaking your fast. Thank you very much for joining us, and have a wonderful evening.